Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be going over some of the upgrades I've done to my Howa 1500 and 6.5 Creedmoor. Let's get into the video. Before we do that though, please do me a huge favor and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. It's about a 96% chance that you have not subscribed, so go ahead and do that. Help us out. Also, like, share, and comment helps promote the channel in the algorithms, and I would really appreciate the support. Thank you. So this is my Howa 1500. Now, this is a Japanese-made hunting rifle. I honestly prefer this over like the Savage Access rather, and the Ruger American. I just think the quality's a little bit better. This is actually the first rifle I ever bought when I turned 18. So something that's really cool about the base rifle, it does have a cool little base plate that you can flip out that lets you get rid of the rounds in the internal magazine without having to manually rack every single round out of the chamber. The rifle is clear. Now we're going to work from tip to butt on this gun and talk about some of the things that changed. So from the factory, it ships with a threaded barrel. This one is kind of like a pencil barrel, so it's a 1/2 x 28. I just have a flash hider on there right now. I am wanting to put a muzzle brake. I'm trying to look for a good one though. If any of you have any good recommendations for muzzle brakes for 6.5 Creedmoor, let me know and I'll be sure to look into it. But yeah, working back, I think this is a 20 or 22 inch barrel. Have a 3.5 to 10 by 44 power scope. This is just the one that came with it, the Nico Sterling scope company. We got the Gameplex Sideplex. Excuse me, Game King Sideplex. That's a mouthful and a half. But yeah, have that on there. I haven't had any issues with it. It actually holds zero really, really well. Where I'm at, the farthest I've been able to take this out is 300 yards. Now, 6.5 is capable of way more than that. But yeah, just from my experience, giving you my mileage, that's what I've had. So, got the short action here. Now, short action is all your stuff like 223, 243, 6.5, 308, all that good stuff. Now, if you're looking down here, this is typically where the base plate is. However, I went on LegacySportsInternational.com. I believe not a sponsor video, just going to mention their name. And they have this quick detach magazine base plate that you can install real quick. Took me like 5 minutes. And you can get these detachable polymer 5 or 10 round magazines. Definitely makes it a lot more convenient for being out on the range, being able to carry extra ammo with you. That way you're not having to carry a bunch of loose rounds. Magazines work so far. I haven't had any issues with them as of yet. Probably put about 50 or 60 through this particular one. I have a couple others that I haven't tried yet, so I'll get back to you on that, guys. The only complaint I have with this is it is a polymer trigger guard and whatnot. The one that ships from the factory, I believe, is aluminum. I could be mistaken. But anyways, just fits right in there like that. Doesn't really move around too much. The quality on it is pretty decent. I think I paid like $100 or something. Not the best, but you know, overall, no complaints. Something too about this is the action is relatively smooth. Definitely not like your buttery smooth Mauser action, but no complaints. Again, the rifle is empty. The one thing about the stock trigger, there is like a few millimeters of take up, then you hit the wall, and a very, very light trigger. I'd say probably in the 4 to 5 pound range, maybe even less than that. I don't even know where my owner's manual is, so I couldn't even look to see. But you can definitely get the trigger work even better on this. And I know this is a Hogue stock on here, so definitely very, very good. You have the pistol grip on there, very comfortable angle. I'm a lefty, so unfortunately wrong-handed, but it's extremely comfortable for me. I can reach up and, you know, have a good little spot to rest my thumb. Safety is on the right side. Nothing too crazy. Put it on safe. And the good thing about having the detachable box magazine, you can have a mag loaded, nothing in the chamber. Pretty good stuff. Now, there is some minor texturing on the stock. It is, I believe, injection molded. It's pretty decent quality compared to like the some of the Savages and the Rugers I've held. The quality isn't there. It's sloppy machining and some of the other stuff. And I'm a big fan of this. Great thing is it's like almost like an all-weather stock. The only thing would be better is if it was stainless. However, I haven't had any issues with rust, and I've taken this thing out quite a bit, run it through its paces, and put it in like the rain and the mud and all types of crazy stuff, and I have no complaints. I don't think I've ever had an issue with this. I've probably put about, I don't know, 200 rounds through this rifle, so obviously it's still in the break-in period, but I've had no complaints. The accuracy I'm tending to get out of this guy is roughly 1 to 2 MOA. Now, it's with different factory offerings for loadings. Some of the best stuff though is probably the Hornady Precision Hunter. I've had probably the tightest groups. Again, I don't walk around with the measuring stick, so I can't really give you an exact bite. Between 1 and 2 inches, typically at 100 yards, is what you're going to do with or be dealing with. Now, for practical accuracy reasons, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, I know we all like to think we're some secret squirrel sniper and be able to shoot something that big at 500 yards, but just not realistic. If you're in a realistic hunting scenario, having something that can shoot like that and you put in your part as a marksman, there's nothing wrong. Overall weight on this guy, it's a little bit heavy, probably a little bit more than 7 pounds, very front heavy, which there's nothing wrong with. I do have one of these, I believe this is a Quake Claw sling. Not too bad. You do have the basic sling studs, but yeah, I'm going to be doing a range review on this so far. I will say, for shooting out at ranges, having the flash hider is nice. You know, definitely reduces that stuff. Recoil on this guy is not bad at all. Probably just like slightly more than a 2.2, or excuse me, slightly less than a 308. Quite a bit more than 2.23, but no complaints. I will say some of the stuff that I've shot the most out of this, which it tends to like, is the Federal non-typical 140. I believe it's a jacketed soft point. Tends to like that very well. My personal deer hunting cartridge for this is the Hornady American Whitetail. I believe that's a 129 grain or 125. I could be mistaken about that. But yeah, that's the rifle. The butt pad on this, it's been in storage for a while, so it's kind of soft. That's the only complaint I'd have. But, you know, with 6.5, you don't have that much recoil to begin with. So there's really no complaints. I think the weight of this guy helps with that a lot for sure. But yeah, that's my Howa 1500. The upgrades have that nice magazine in there, and then putting something on the threaded barrel is definitely a great idea. Something you can customize your rifle, kind of have it like adult Legos almost. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please have a fantastic day.